Good morning one and all, it's Chad here at Very Big Plums Fishing. It is early May time. It is wonderful springtime weather. Beautiful. I'm here with a subscriber, George. How you doing, mate? Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Kind of a left hand shake there, but it's all good. We're here, it's Spring Hill Trout Fishery. The weather's not going to stop us, we're here to catch some fish. Right, and early springtime, George, what will you be looking to use?
Something that works, to be honest with you. With my when I first come to water, I'll just throw something on that I know I've caught fish on in the past. Obviously I was here last week. I found the most recent fly I used, caught about £30 worth of fish.
Nice.
So I'll give that a go. If conditions, don't sort of play out for that type of fly, then I'll move over. I've got two setups with me. I've got an intermediate and a floating, so we'll see where the fish are in the water column and hit them where it hurts.
Very similar to me. I'll turn up somewhere. I haven't fished here for a few weeks, so I'll probably start something like a blue flash damsel or a damsel. If no luck, then I'll see if I can scale the flies down. But if you're not sure, as I always say, blue flash damsel, you hedge your bets. There's a good chance you're going to catch some fish, man. This is going to be slip and slidey. Who's going? Yeah, I'm not rushing down. I'm just going to go. I'm going to start on just a damsel, and then I'll shrink down a little bit later.
And the air pressure's quite low as well.
No, that's fine. This is fine for me. It's not a problem at all. I've been out in worse than this. It's when it's windy.
Oh, the wind's a killer, man.
When the wind is absolutely howling through, and you're just like, oh man.
You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
On the platform. So the water's a little bit murky, as you expect from the amount of rainfall again. Up I go. I'm going to put, normally I put a long cast on, I'm going to do the margins. One, start out close in rather than firing the line right into the middle, because that's the tempting thing to do. I'm going to put a long one out there. Long one out there. There you go. Beautiful. What a wonderful day, folks. Right, I'm just going to creep this back rather than hoik it back. It's always worth trying the margins first. You go and file a line out and line all your fish. Start there. So now obviously do have kick-off damsels on me, guys. That's going to be one of the patterns I turn to if I struggle. Good pattern here at Spring Hill. Nice and slow. Watching the line there. Any movement left, right, slackens off, tightens up, anything I'm not expecting, I'm going to treat it like there's a fish pulling my fly. So it's one of the benefits of floating line, guys. You get a bit more visual indication. Don't always feel the tug. You might just only see your line move unnaturally. That's quite relevant in buzzer fishing as well, straight line buzzer fishing. You don't always feel the take, sometimes you see it. Ah, you slag, right. That has got tangled in about every place it can get tangled. Alright, so I give it a gentle tug, or people moan at me that I'm going to break my rod. Don't do it that way, you'll break your rod. No, that's not coming out. Oh. Up he goes. Up he goes. Gone there, round that branch, up to that branch. Alright, careful, I don't want this in my thumb. Come on. Ooh. What's going on here? There you go. Ooh. Jesus. Right. Let's change to something a bit heavier. Want a dull back, guys. Let's see if we can get some of those fish that are rising right there in the middle. Whee. There we go. Well, there's loads of little midgets hatching off, tiny little things, like too small to imitate, but yeah, I think they are. Might move a couple of pegs down towards you just to have a looky. Let's come and have a look what you've got. Come and see how you. Let's have a look. Ooh. Try not to fall over. So George is into one. What was that on, mate?
A black blue flash thing with an orange head.
Fair enough. Yeah, black. That runoff from the field just coloured the water. That's a good choice.
Yeah, it's the same as zig fish and coloured water black silhouette. And it wasn't super deep in the water, and I slowed my my retrieve down a little bit.
Okay, cool. There's a lot of movement out there in the middle in front of you. There's been quite a few fish topping.
You can jump in if you want.
Nah, you're alright, mate. It's early yet, isn't it? Nah, it's fine.
I've seen so many people panic and just salmon swoop their fish and lose them.
I've had it when I was playing a double figure fish over at Rockbourne. Someone offered to net the fish for me.
I'll never do that.
And he kept grabbing at it and snatching at it, and I almost lost the fish a couple of times. I was like, I politely said, yeah, so I'll net it, and I got the fish.
That's a good way to lose friends real quick.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I think it's in the channel. I wanted to be cool about it. It's just, you know, there'll be other fish.
The thing is, people rush it. I mean, this is what you come here to do. You come here to enjoy the fight of the fish. They rush it and they panic.
It's about ready. His head's up. There you go.
Get some air in it.
He's in.
Perfect.
Very nice. That's quite a chunky fish, actually.
It's not too bad. It will do for a starter.
On the dull back, just for a little bit. and see if I can get something feeding off the... Oh God, oh, these geese are so messy. Ugh. Don't think we're going to struggle today. How many litres of rainwater you got in that tweed jacket, dude? Yeah. Yeah. You'll be able to wring that out when you go back, mate. Oh, you missed most of that, guys. I chucked out a black and gold humongous, and this rainbow twitched my line a couple of times. I stopped started, and there you have it. There's so much movement out there in the middle. I might go and try and take advantage of that with a dial back or a buzzer or something. But now I'm on the scorecards. That's the most important thing. Get your first fish in the bag. He's not in the bag yet, but we're in. So unfortunately I missed most of that, but I've got the end bit, that's what counts. Very soggy, guys, very soggy. Very nice condition rainbow. So my wife's into horses, so it gives me a little bit of time to do this sort of thing, because she'll be, you know, spending time with the horses today, so it kind of works well. But once you get hit by you know, fly fishing and you're into it, it's very hard to think of something else, you know.
You sort of, I mean, I was a die-hard carp angler on all different syndicates and stuff like that. So I've got lakes of my own, which will have to come and fly fish.
Yeah, you were saying about that last night.
Yeah, I've got.
Did they take stuff off the top in summer?
Yeah, because I feed them every day. They get fed on floating pellet. You'll have a right laugh.
Okay, we could do that.
They're not massive.
They don't need to be.
But I think it'll be a right laugh.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a plan to me.
You've got quite a good back cast. If you want a really good challenge, I've got probably a mid-20. One fish in my top pond that's a mid-20, and I cannot get that out for love nor money.
Well, that sounds like a challenge to me, mate.
So I've got a few carp ponds and 3 different stretches of river.
I might swap this buzzer out for a dull back so I can just move it.
Creep it back.
Just creep it back a little bit. I think, in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I think where it's so still, you're not really getting that movement.
Yeah, buzzers, you need a little bit of ripple to give your flies a little bit of animation. So let's swap out. I've got a lovely dull back here I've got from eBay. It's got some cheeks on it and everything. Let's try that. I went about 3 days ago to the Syndicate water I'm joined to, down by me. It was quite tough there. Obviously, the Syndicate water in general, it's not stocked the same as like a day ticket water. They
sort of work.
Well, the way it works for the Syndicate water for trout, for the example for the place I'm joined, you can take and kill 3 fish a week,
yep.
And but you can catch 6 fish a day. So there's a lot of catch and release, and what you tend to find, especially like the old boys who are joined, they don't necessarily want to take fish all the time.
No, I think my freezer is absolutely packed with trout at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I got to the point where my neighbour sees me coming home with my fishing gear and the curtains are twitching. Oh, he's not going to give me more trout, is he? What you got here? What's that on, bud?
Same as before, just a sharper hook.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a sharp hook always helps.
That's one thing I've noticed is with fly fishing, obviously you're clipping grass and you're sometimes ending up...
A flint, a rock, it could be anything, just takes the point off your hook.
Literally, and that's why I've always got my sharpening tips and carp fishing in the bag.
Mm.
Because you think I've dropped so many fish.
You have, you've...
I've dropped quite a few.
You have, yeah.
And then put a sharp hook on and just hope it sticks basically. I think it's a humongous, I believe.
Like a black body on it, sort of leechy. Yeah. They're all, I think they're all like leeches, humonguses. They're all very similar flies. Yeah, with the felt on the
tail end.
On the tail end, yeah. Before that turned its flanks, I saw the spots. I thought that might have been a brownie, but no, it's definitely a rainbow.
I had a brown last week. That was one that I cut open. It had the
Rudd. Yeah, you said that you caught a brown and it had a rudd inside when you cleaned it. That's
the fish was only about £1 and 2 ounces, something like that, £1.5 maybe. I'll show you the picture. It just shows that they will eat something.
They're very predatory, the brownies. Well done. Nice. Out there.
Where'd you get GoPro from?
Just Amazon.
I wanted to get one for my shooting.
Mm.
There's so many variations out there, and they're quite expensive, aren't
They are quite expensive, yeah. I would.
they? Hey,
That didn't take long, did it? Daddy long legs.
shoot your net, you can use mine.
Whatever's available, mate.
Well, your one's got a fish in it.
Yeah. What's this? There he goes. I've got some nice colours in that. Sorry, dude, I'm a righty. You like to pass the net round? I'm just going to go around that way.
Got you.
Thank you, friend. Alright, there we go. We're in. We're in. There we go. Wonderful. This is a slightly older fish. It's been in there a while on Daddy Longlegs, but he's taken that daddy. Can hardly see the fly. Oh. Just. Daddy Longlegs. Well, okay.
Off to catch a brown.
Off to catch a brown. Right. Two rainbows. Two rainbows. Two rainbows before. Maybe we won't talk about that.
We will.
We're taking a break out. I've had a little bite to eat, drink. We're up here on the brown pond, Spring Hill. We're going to have a go catching a brownie. Let's see how we get on. I've had a lot of browns out of here on this Daddy Longlegs. It's a very good fly for brown trout. And I like the white body on it. It just gives that little bit of attractant. It's still got that natural side about it that I think works well with brownies. So that sink a little bit. I'm sure they said there might actually be a 7 or 8 pound brownie in one of these ponds. That'd be a nice trophy fish to get on video. Creep in that back. That's such a violent snatch. I always fish very slowly for brownies. Can miss the odd pull though. She's not moving fast enough. To set the hook. Might just go have one cast to the reeds over here. That was a little bit. Raindrops are falling on the chat. I'm gonna have a go, get underneath that tree and not try not to have a man fit. If I end up losing the fly, let's give it a go. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, I put it where I said I'd put it. Just kind of working the water, putting different angles up, covering fresh water. So normally this is all clear and you can quite often see the odd brown. Need to realign my rod rings. The end section there is twisted out from the others. So I'm quite looking forward to getting my sage back, guys. It's been sent away for repair now for 5 or 6 weeks. I am kind of missing it. I do love fishing a 5-weight. I remember I fished here in winter and this lake froze. The week when it melted, I came here and I had like 3 browns out of here. At the end of the day, 14 brown trout come out of this lake after it defrosted. Of a little pond this size, tiny. That's a lot of fish, isn't it? Yeah, huh? Yeah, unfortunately, that's a bit clearer than up there. I don't think I've actually had a fish out of here since Lee plugged it up. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? First to the gate again.
Always, man. Always finish first.
That was on the shelf, I think I saw you hook that. Oh. Take my fly out of the water. I've seen that happen before. Let's have a look what you got. Let's have a look at him. Oh. So I'll let you do the deed. Look at the colours on that bad boy.
Literally just on the...
There we go. That's a nice condition fish. That's a nice eating size as well. Yeah, about £1.5, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a nice little fish.
Yeah. So a damsel there, flash damsel from the looks of it. Yeah. Damsel-y, leechy type thing. Cool.
Nice.
Right there, pal.
Do you think there's a method to target bigger fish? Or do you think you just get what you get?
There's an element of both to that. I think there's luck involved, especially if you can't target your fish. If you can visually target your fish, you can stalk around and you can put flies to them. As far as targeting bigger fish, I believe that a £2 trout will outswim a 12-pound trout and a faster. I mean, there's no steadfast rule to it, but I think if you slow your retrieve down, go a little bit deeper, you're going to increase your chances of coming by that big fish, because you know, if a fly is in front of a 2-pound fish next to a 12-pound fish, the 2-pound fish will quickly get to your fly.
It's got to get it before the big one does.
Yeah, it's got to get it. Yeah, it's going to get it before the big one does. So I think if you're targeting big fish and you can't sight fish, slow it down, go a little bit deeper, and you're probably more likely to bump into that big fish. That's kind of my theory on it. And there's an element of big dollop of luck. If your fly is in front of a big fish, there's nothing else there, it might grab it. Yeah, so slow it down and maybe fish a little bit deeper.
Slow and low.
Slow and low, a little bit deeper, and you're going to increase your chances. But again, there's no steadfast rule. At the end of the day, you're fishing for a living creature, so
there's a lot of variables.
There's a lot of variables here, you know, from the wind to the temperature to what line you're using. You're using an intermediate line, you're using a full sinker, you're using a floating line.
What would you say is a good all-round line for people to use?
I don't know. I still think, yeah, I'm going to turn to my right and hit that in a minute. I think people could probably fish most of the year with a floating line and steady that up for most still waters with either a fast intermediate or a die 3. That's probably all most people are going to need. A floating line is probably a little bit more versatile, because you get your pipe detection from watching the line move and this, that and the other. And if you want to fish deeper, you just put a long leader on for heavy fly. But there's some days, if it's really cold, that a fast intermediate won't get you low enough. So a die 3 might work as well, but those two lines are cover 99.9% of small still water stuff. You can go really clever if you want and start going along the lines of getting like midge tips and things, but they're good for biting in. If it's windy, the midge tip's good for biting into the wind and stopping your drift a little bit. But yeah, floating line, die 3 or fast intermediate, that cover you for most.
And what would you say would be a good starting length for hook links?
For your leader, I honestly believe the best leader length is whatever leader you can cast. I tend to fish 10 to 12 foot leader on this 10-foot rod, and then 9 to 10 on a 9-foot rod. But if I'm trying to fish a leader that's too long and I'm constantly getting tangled in the wind and having to sort that out, then I'm not fishing effectively. Yeah, you're not fishing effectively. It's whatever leader you can consistently cast without ending up in a triple reef knot and then sort it out. So if someone's starting out, do the length of your rod until you get more comfortable, and then you can extend it when needed. And also, if it's blowing a hoolie and it's windy, you're just going to be in a world of pain. You try and fish a long leader, you're better off fishing the length of your rod. On a sinking line, I tend to fish a slightly shorter leader, 9 or 10 foot anyway, because it's the line that's giving you depth anyway. But for presentation purposes, obviously a better leader is more, yeah, you're going to get more fish with a longer leader probably. But if you can't cast and you're tangling,
yeah, you need to be fishing effectively.
It's better to fish a shorter leader and not spend so long untangling yourself. Sorry.
That's a good one.
That's a nice brownie, dude, on kick-ass dams. Woohoo! No, you don't. Right. We're just chatting away there a little bit. That stuff. Yeah, it's a nice brown. It's the green kick-ass damsel. So I'm going to put back on the reel. Let me do one a little bit. I'm just going to, when I'm doing this, I'm just keeping the line tight. I'm not going to put too much pressure on the fish so he doesn't bolt and it doesn't ping off. So I'm literally just keeping the line tight. And we're on the reel again. There we go.
I'll give that to you. I will not be
responsible
for bumping a fish.
You won't be responsible if I lose it. The pressure's on now. That's a beautifully, that's a nice marked fish actually. Well, we both challenge ourselves, dude, to catch a brownie. Well, I'm not saying I've caught it because it's not in the net yet, but
never speak too early.
Never speak too early. I had a funny feeling we'd both get a brown though.
Next challenge, catch a tiger.
Have they got any tigers in there?
Yeah, there's a few in there.
We'll have to go to the main lake then to do that. That's a nice
Or
size fish.
A tagged fish will do.
Our tagged fish would be. Everyone loves a tag. Everyone loves a tagged fish. That's like the ultimate, isn't it? There we go. That's got some lovely spots.
Nice fish.
Yeah, it's got some lovely markings on it, mate. I'm really happy I hooked that. I've been trying away with a daddy for about an hour, haven't I? Yeah, on and off, because I had a few pulls on that. And I just changed the kick-ass damsel and creeping it back nice and steady on a few feet down, and that just absolutely smashed that. Ooh.
It's not a bad size fish, chap.
Yeah, it's nice actually, mate. That's the average stamp of brown in here, I think. A couple of pound. But there are some clunkers in here, and I know that for a fact that there's a couple of fish around the 6+ mark. Right, let's just go down here without falling in. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that's a good. And flies out in the net. Stunning. Really happy with that. It flies out, look. Flies out in the net. There we go. Wonderful.
Kick our standard.
Kick off. So,
Don't leave it open in the rain.
don't leave your bag open in the rain, folks. Right, guys, we've had a bite to eat, and I'm gonna chuck out my griddle bug again. See what happens. Right guys, GoPro's getting low. I've just seen a whole bunch of fish jumping and Chad's swim, Chad's corner. I'm soaked through, my waterproofs are giving up, but it's been a really good day so far. So yep, my bud's caught another fish, and I'm just going to walk to Chad's corner, and because there's an absolutely monstrous trout just jumping out right there. Just need to ooh. Ooh. Whereas somewhere about there. There we go. Actually, I would say one last knockings, last cast, I would say, and hares here. Yeah, I pushed on switch and they started feeding. Yeah. Wow, hares here, dude. And actually, that's a lovely looking fish. Ooh, let's do the crab shuffle round here. Whoa, almost in the lake. I was really almost in the lake then, I'm not kidding. My foot twisted in the pontoon. Well, I couldn't get any wetter, mate, to be fair. It's a cracking fish. Hair's here, top lip. Here we come, sunshine. Get in! Might be my biggest fish of the day. Woo! What a finish. Very nice. Hair's here.